I'm sorry, I am shocked and offended by this story. You see, this here woman, this YouTuber, her name is Eugenia Cooney. She has been a subject of much attention for quite some time because of her low weight. And I am deeply, deeply offended that so many people who would celebrate body positivity would now come out and say this woman should be banned because she's going to die. Now, let's get real. A lot of people are saying this is no different than someone being morbidly obese. They are unhealthy and they are influencing young people in dangerous ways. And we've actually already heard some testimony from people. I should just say some posts where they're like, a kid I knew or like a younger sibling started dropping weight and not eating because they wanted to be like Eugenia. I'll come out and say it. This should not be promoted. And there's a big challenge with social media. What do you allow and what do you not allow? Should we say that YouTube should downrank dangerous content? Well, that's what led to political content being downranked. So what do? It's a tough question. I don't know that censorship is the answer, but I do believe that people who are on the verge of death should have some kind of medical intervention. Here's the story. Anorexic YouTuber Eugenia Cooney, 29, is urged to get help after showing off dangerously thin frame in painful new dancing video. I'm sorry. I think it is disgusting that people support this and would protect this. This woman needs to be taken offline, given an intervention. Bring back the institutions, man. 5150. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I get it. I get the challenging questions. If you give the government the right to lock people up because you think they're crazy, they'll lock up their political opponents. They'll claim being a Republican is crazy. They'll claim wanting to be fit is crazy. So what do? We don't want someone like this influencing kids to cause damage to their bodies and their health. At the same time, we want this individual to have their right to free speech. And if they don't want to eat, well, what do you do about it? Hard lines, my friends, hard moral lines. I think the issue comes down to this. We do not decide what actions to take based on a hard logical principle, but on our personal morals. That is to say, I believe people of any political persuasion should be allowed to advocate for their political views, and there are limitations. Don't incite people to go and kill others, things like that. But I also think that if you are advocating for people to cause harm to themselves, then perhaps you should be censored, because that is bordering on the criminal. Instead, what we have is a moral culture with YouTube where they're like, it's totally fine if you're going to not eat until you die or you eat until you die, but heaven forbid you advocate for secure borders. That is a fractured and broken worldview. Here's the story. Fans of anorexic YouTuber Eugenia Cooney are begging the star to get professional help after she once again showcased her rail-thin frame and protruding hip bones in a painful new dancing video. Eugenia, originally from Worcester, Massachusetts, first rose to fame in the early 2010s after she began sharing beauty tutorials on YouTube, but she has sparked serious concern in recent years after she started showcasing a very slim physique in her posts. Most recently, her followers were left even more terrified for her health after she shared a new clip of herself lip-syncing along to Bitty Bitty Bomb Bomb by Selena Quintanilla Perez on TikTok. Eugenia donned a tight purple jumpsuit, which left her slender figure on full slender, her skeletal figure. Come on. Oof, man. Yeah, she's going to die. This woman is maybe even hours away at any point from literally just dying. I'm not exaggerating. Why? YouTube should be intervening here. If someone had a video where they were bleeding out, wouldn't you call 911? Man, the internet, it really pisses me off sometimes. I got to be honest. More clips. Jeez. Many people took to the comment section of the video, which got more than 8 million views in less than a day, to urge the social media star to seek medical assistance and check herself into a recovery center. I really wish you'd go to a recovery center. This is scary, one viewer wrote. Another edit, I adore you, and I'm officially terrified for you. What can we do to convince you to get help? Please seek medical assistance. You want to live in this world where anyone can identify as whatever they want and they can modify their bodies as whatever they want, even if it can cause physical harm, trauma, and death? This is what happens. I do not live in that world. Man, YouTube, what up? I don't know. You are beautiful and far too young to leave this world. Get help, lovely. Oh my goodness, love, please get help. I'm afraid it's almost too late. Yeah, it is. I don't even think that this individual can eat a real meal because it would probably kill her. I read about how if someone's starving, they haven't eaten for a long time, you have to give them like soup so it can kickstart their digestive system once again because, what is it? There's like a story about, or like a movie or something where a rich guy, like the villain, he like walks into a tribe of starving people and he throws them a Snickers bar or a candy bar and they rip it open and eat it and they go like, and they keel over and just drop dead because your body needs stuff to break down stuff. And if it can't, then you just die. I don't know how this person hasn't been committed to an inpatient facility by now. This is a display of severe illness and malnutrition. Someone else said that she was setting a bad example for young girls, while another viewer asked why TikTok was allowing her to glamorize unhealthy behavior. I'll tell you why. TikTok promotes people self-harming. They do it all the time. Maybe it's about time we ban TikTok or put it under the control of a U.S. entity and regulated this stuff. Promoting self-harm to children, man. Ban kids from it. I don't know. Someone else said that she was setting a bad example for young girls. It's hard to watch her, a different user wrote. Another added she's a living skeleton. Yeah, not for long. She's going to lose her life. Look at all this. Jeez, man. That pisses me off. This is the worst she's been. Back in 2016, more than 18,000 people signed a petition that called for her to be banned from YouTube after they claimed she was promoting anorexia. At the time, she released a statement that read, "Some people are saying I'm a bad influence on girls." You are. I just want you guys to know, like, I have seriously never have tried to be a bad influence on YouTube, of course, but you are. I would never want to do that. I have never told anyone to try to lose weight or to try to like change the way they look. That's not how it works. The petition appears to be gone. In early 2019, Eugenia took a break from social media to seek treatment. But when she returned a few months later, viewers pointed out she still looked unwell. In a YouTube video, the vlogger later explained that she got help after a group of her friends brought up a series of concerns they had regarding her health. She was then put on a 5150, a 72-hour psychiatric hold at a hospital in LA. After that finished, she headed to a recovery center in Connecticut where she stayed for 4 weeks. And apparently it did not work. This is disgusting. She's got to get help, man. Please, someone help this woman. Look at these photos. She's on the verge of death. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Her heart will stop at any moment. Anorexia is an eating disorder that causes people to obsess over their body image. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. We live in a world where if you have a bad body image and you do not identify, you can modify yourself in any way you want. Morbidly obese individuals are praised and celebrated, even though they're dying as well. Their hearts will give out at any moment. It doesn't matter to people. You know, what can you say? Right now, I watch this every day. They sterilize kids. They abort kids. They advocate for these horrible body images. They advocate for children to undergo surgeries and these treatments, which cause them harm. And in the end, it results in the death or medical ailment of these individuals. The end result's clear. The future will not have these individuals. I doubt this woman could have a child. And I think when you look at the agenda of so many of these Malthusians and they say we need less people, they're not going to fight this. They're going to sit back and say, let the stupid weed themselves out. And what are you supposed to say to that? How do you respond to, we desperately beg people to live better lives and to be healthy, but they won't listen? What more can you do? I'm not convinced that passing laws to force stupid people to be smart is possible. You can't. Someone who refuses to eat and celebrates it won't eat. You can force them into a hospital and they'll come out and they'll keep doing the same thing. So I don't have the answers for you, my friends. I can just tell you that we live in a society that advocates for people to hurt themselves. And they claim that they say, they don't promote self-harm. They promote self-harm. And now you've got in Canada medical assistance in dying. So I ask you where you think this is all going. Why you think it is that this person is still getting millions of views on social media, that TikTok would allow it. This and anything else related to body positivity. Body positivity is when I say something like exercise, eat right, and do your best. This is not it. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up tonight at 8 p.m. over at youtube.com/TimcastIRL. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.